Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're to bring you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use for tomorrow. Well, today I got a surprise. I got to go into work a little bit early today, and then FD, he's got an event with his kid tonight as well. So the biggest thing for us was to make sure that we got you guys some alpha for the night. So this is going to be a pre-recorded session, and we are going to drop it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, that's where we're going to be. All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of the news today. And first up, we got Italy's largest bank, Intesa Sanpaolo, buys 1 million worth of Bitcoin. So here you go. You're seeing more institutional investment. It can't be anything but bullish. Next thing we got up is going to be our segment that everyone loves. We're going to go ahead, sound the siren, because you know who's coming up. And here we go. Just then, President-elect Trump to create external revenue service to collect tariffs, duties, and foreign revenues. Hold up. Hold up. Is anyone else wondering what is going on here? Because didn't we just create a Department of Government Efficiency, and now here we are creating another service? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems a little bit contradicting here. We have now created two different entities, and we're supposed to be making things more efficient. I'm not going to say, it's a little strange to me. That being said, Trump does look like he's going to follow through on his promise to actually increase these tariffs. And you guys need to understand how these are going to work. Now, there's a lot of people that are like, hey, this is going to cripple the economy. This is the way it used to be. And not only that, you need to understand that he is using this as a means of leverage. All right. So when he says he's going to do these crazy tariffs, he's going to come in swinging for the fences, right? And what does that do? It makes people more amenable to actually striking a deal that they would not have actually discussed or even thought about to negotiate had he not coming in swinging, right? This is business 101. My man knows how to play the game, and that is exactly what he's doing. Let's go ahead and get over to the economic calendar. And first thing we got here is the PPI month over month. That came out today, and that was actually under the forecast and the consensus at 0.2%. The previous was 0.4%. So it's actually down, which is a good thing and could be a reason why we are having a very green day. Tomorrow, January 15th, you got core inflation rate month over month. Core inflation rate year over year. You got inflation rate month over month and year over year. The 16th, you got retail sales month over month. And then the 17th, you got building permits and housing starts. So a pretty big week that is slated for us. But just understand that there could be some volatility in regards to some of this data that's coming out. Of course, you guys know where to go. Get over to the morning show. Catch Piper, right? Because he is the man, right? He is the man that gives you the alpha on all of this. And his numbers are up. I'm not going to say there's another big content creator that he is neck and neck with now. That was not the case. So people are starting to know where to go to get that alpha. Let's go for the morning show. All right. Total market cap sitting at 3.27 trillion. That is down 2.44%. 24-hour trading volume is at 176 billion. That is a 150% increase. The Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 57.27%. That is an increase of 0.64%. Fear and Greed Index currently at 46, which is neutral. Let's go over to the crypto bubbles, and it is green AF out there. AI16Z, 22.6% leading the way. CAS is at 18.3%, and we mentioned that yesterday. We said, actually, we were like, hey, CAS, 11 cents seems to be a prime area of support for CAS. Remember when we kind of talked about Doge back in the day? We're like, hey, 10 cents, it seems to be its happy place. CAS seems to be the same thing, around 11 cents. We got a big pop. I will say I was not expecting a pop like this, but it was an area I was saying, hey, there could be an opportunity to add to the bags. And sure enough, CAS just popped, which is a good thing to see for me. All right, virtual is at 18.3%, LDO is at 15.8%, Ray is at 14.6%, and that's really your big movers. Everything else is moving mostly in a positive direction, except for Ondo, Sui, and KCS. KCS is actually KuCoin's proprietary coin, and OM all look to be moving in the wrong direction. Let's get over the liquidation heat map because this one is important. We talked about this yesterday. All right, so we were right about here in this area, and we're like, hey, liquidity is here. I was adamant yesterday when we got into the TA that we would see 96K, but that is where it ended for me, okay? After that, I was like, I'm not really sure where we're going to go. Are we going to kind of, go up here, swing failure patterns, sweep the liquidity, or sweep the highs here? But here we are. We're kind of stuck in that range now. So like we went up, we got that liquidity, and now we moved into a range. But where's the hot spot on the map, and what is the trend? The trend is up and right. Liquidity is building up. This is on the 3-day, and you can see it's getting hot AF right here. So, for me, the way this liquidity is coming in so quickly, right? People are taking leverage shorts and putting stop losses, all that thing. The expectation is actually, the sentiment, I will say, is that the price will go down. Now, will we see it come up and sweep and take this liquidity? I would say probably. We're just too darn close. There's a lot of liquidity sitting here. You can see hundreds of millions. Probably when you all add it up, it's probably getting close to $1 billion of liquidity sitting right around, starting at 97,450. It's close, right? Why not go and grab that liquidity? That would be kind of my thought process. So if we do go grab that liquidity, let's tie it into the charts, right? Let's look. And we're looking at, you got the 50 SMA here. All right, you got the point of control sitting at about 98.4. Maybe we talked about that a little bit. We're like, hey, we're going to find some resistance right around here. Point of control, value area high, all in a little range of about 1,200 or so. Just under, no, it's about 1,000. All right, so about $1,000 difference here, and you got quite a bit of resistance. Now this is on the daily. All right, so it is going to be a stronger time frame. We'll say when we go back and we start looking at these areas of where do we find resistance, you see it here and here, right in that range, right? You see it. You can see a little support. You can see it was resistance, support, or resistance again, right? So like this is a prime area that we need to pay attention to in terms of price action. Now, one of the things I was talking about is I would like to see it break this area. If we break this area, then we come back down and we retest and we get that OC retest we talk about, and then we look for the continuation, okay? Then that will give me a little confidence that we're going to see that 102, even though 102.6 is only $2,600 away, here nor there. That's what I'm looking for confidence. And then, we can take this and we can say, okay, well, if you get that, then we're looking, really for that. That's really the area that we'll be looking for in terms of building some real confidence and getting over that 102. We flip what was resistance, make it support, and then we can really certify, hey, it's looking like we're going to get some continuation up and right. As of right now, we've just found ourselves in a range for Bitcoin, all right? And again, going back to this range, you can see it did wick in there. Let's see when we really established ourselves into this range. We're going to call it November 19th is when we established in this range. And here we are January 14th. So 2 months we've been sitting in this range, bouncing around really. We came out just a little bit here. We got that push up, but that was it. Now, what the other thing you got to really start thinking about is when we get up over $100,000, you start thinking about sentiment, right? The sentiment of the market. Are you more likely to buy at 100,000 or are you more likely to buy at 90,000? I will say, knowing that I saw it at $100,000, right? And above $100,000, and when we're below it, when we start getting into 90 and 88, you're like, okay, cool. Like I know that the price can go to 100. I know that it can go to 108. then you start looking at like, hey, okay, this could be an opportunity, and retail might look at it as an opportunity, and institutions might even look at it as an opportunity, because Michael Saylor has still been buying. He does not think this is a top. There's no doubt about it. The other thing we talked about on the liquidation heat map is where we could go if we break these trends. I'm just going to give you some numbers, okay? I'm not going to say we're going here, but I do want to give you some areas to look at if we were to break down from the range, because you got the dynamic reactor and you got this 85,000 mark. That lines up with the 0.832. And sorry, I don't have my chart up, so let me go back here and bring this up. This is the area I'm talking about right here, all right? This is the dynamic reactor. And this is 85K. 85K is important. One, it's the bottom of this range. Two, it's got the 0.382 on the fib retracement. All right, so this is a key area for you to look at. And you have a previous trend line that's working its way up too. A lot of confluence here at about 85K. I do think you'll see some price action off of that area if we break down. Now, the obvious area is if we break to the upside. Look at this trend line, man. So this trend line actually goes all the way back to 2020, 2021. All right, so it's flowing through those, and now we've made it all the way out here. It's crazy that we found resistance here, and it also aligned with a fib extension. So there's a lot lying up in that area at about 108. So understand that those are your two real, I think, key areas here in the near future. Scalp trading, intraday trading, different story, right? You got this. This has been solid, right? And you have the channel. We've talked about this yellow line right here is a channel we've talked about here on this channel at Piper Academy for quite some time, but a lot of confluence here to the bottom side right in this area. You can see support. All right, so we're gonna beat that up, and we have beat that up, and I've even made plays off of it myself. I've put my money where my mouth is, and I have made plays and I have made money off of this area. Now, that being said, if we get a breakdown, be very, very careful, because 85K is surely going to be incoming. The other areas you can start looking for if we have a big breakdown is really, unfortunately, way down here. All right. Now, there's going to be some intermediate stops, right? You're going to have the old all-time high. You're going to have the 2021 high. But where's the liquidity sitting? Well, on a macro time frame, it's a little bit closer to about 64K. All right. Look at that. The money flow point of control. It's actually marked here by ChartFly for you guys on the daily. That's amazing that it kind of lines up with where the liquidity is. All right, so think about that. But what happens if we go down there? They're going to want to get that liquidity, especially if you get down to about 69K. They're going to want that liquidity. It's too darn close. It's billions of dollars sitting there in that area. What do I say? Be ready for that. All right. So this is where you start kind of layering in, or have that opportunity to layer in. And I'm not going to beat this I'm not going to beat it up too much, because we talked a lot about it yesterday. The other thing I made mention of yesterday was CAS, right? And I talked about this a little bit earlier. 11 cents. Here we go. Let's look at CAS real quick. Okay. This is why I thought that this was a nice level. Now, we didn't actually look at it on the charts, but I did talk about it. And I mean, look what we got going here. You got a perfect double bottom. This is on the 4 hour. You can see RSI was trending up and right. Remember, I always point that out to you guys. I want to see this. I want to see the trend up and right. That gives me more confidence that we're actually building some momentum when we come back down to retest it. Look, sweep the lows, take that liquidity, and then boom, off to the races for CAS. Now, where can we go? Let's look at that, right? I mean, that's a nice move up, 13 cents. I mean, goodness gracious, that's close to what, 20% in less than 24 hours. Let me actually measure that here. Let's see here. Measure it where we're at 25%. There you go. Now, let's go to the daily and start looking at some of your more important moving averages, your dynamic reactor. Look at that. You are testing the dynamic reactor right now, which is purple. It is negative. You do see the 50, the 50 SMA is trending down and right. So that could add to, a little bit of resistance here. We're testing that area time now. So we're at resistance. Can't say advise. I would not personally go long right here. And of course, you have the 200 as well above you. I would prefer to be on top. If you didn't get the play down here, don't try to get the play right here, because you are in the middle of the range. Like if you zoom out, back up a little bit and look at this, and you can see the range. You got it. It's right here in front of you. Let's go ahead and do a fixed range volume profile real quick. Let's do that. Let's go from here. And this is the whole range on Blowfin. There you go. And again, you got the point of control on top of the moving averages. So, that's where I say be very, very careful. Look at the value area high. You can see where that's lining up with resistance. The issue right now is that there is a lot of resistance on top of you. And that's what I'll say. Be very careful, because it's like resistance, 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 resistance. There's a lot of resistance. You want to get on top of all that. Unfortunately, where we're at right now would leave me a little bit of pause. This was the play. And that's why I mentioned it to you yesterday. Now, I wasn't able to break it down on the charts because we didn't have time, but this was the play right here. And you can see, check this out. You got a little rising wedge going on, and you can see that that's indicating support for you as well. So could it be possible that we make a move all the way up to the top side of this rising wedge before we find some resistance? Maybe. I would say do some research on CAS and see, like, why are we starting to make a move here? Was there some fundamental news that came out? Some good news that's driving this price up and right? If there is, then we could see some continuation. Or maybe there's other people, institutions, that just saw 11 cents and thought that that was a good idea as well. All right, so that was a quick breakdown for you guys. Just wanted to revisit Bitcoin and CAS before today, and I wanted to get you guys a little bit of alpha out there. Made sure you had some content for the day, but I do have to go off to work tonight. So again, I hope everyone has a great day. Make sure you check out Billy Goat Tales tonight. They are going to have a phenomenal cast, or I don't know, group of content creators that are going to be on tonight. So it's going to be some good alpha. You guys have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. Much love. Trade safe. I'm out of here. We will see you again tomorrow.
Welcome to the Nightcap, your TA home. Everybody knows we trade in them zones. Late night, no sleep, yeah, we keep it real. Crypto moves fast, no time for the feels. TradeFly rocking charts, he about to take flight. Crypto Nightcap, where the dark meets the bright. This path ain't cheap, you can dream while you sleep. Steady building wealth, invest in yourself. Breaking it down, good vibes in sight. The makers in tight, adjusting my sight. It's all or nothing, this is how we attack. Get your head right, it's a Crypto Nightcap.